Hey, this is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers, and you're watching MUT Force. Bolt up, baby.
What's up, guys? It's the director and the Trumpetmonkey. Who got slapped by the Chiefs. You know what? I was hoping that you guys may have pulled through that week. In the first quarter, it looked like it might be close. And then the San Andreas fault line just completely ripped a part of Oakland out into the ocean.
First quarter to the Raiders, 10-0. Second quarter to the Chiefs, 28-0. Then third and fourth quarter, just Raiders showing us fans what they've shown us for the last 20 years, basically. Sad face. But today, versus the mighty Vikings. The Raiders versus the Vikings. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. I'm predicting victory for the Vikings.
You know, I hate to say it, but the Chargers are beat up like crazy all over the team as well. We're playing the Houston Texans, and I think Houston's probably going to take this one as well. Not a lot of fun out in the AFC West this weekend, but there is some fun to be had in Madden Ultimate Team Trumpetmonkey. So why don't you let the good people know what to expect in this episode of MUT Force?
Tonight on MUT Force with the director and Trumpetmonkey, we break down the new Legends cards, the new MUT 10 cards, those pesky heavyweights, all of the Redox cards, and we make some bold predictions about the AFC West.
Let's freaking go, and with that, let's get into this week's content.
Director, I don't think either of us have ever blown out our wonderful subscribers and listeners' ears and our microphones in like the opening 30 seconds of a show before.
Christmas is canceled! No.
Christmas is canceled! No, this is funny. I mean, like, my God, but isn't it great to have football season back? Like, dude, waking up every Sunday just knowing you're going to have like 12 hours of football on the television.
Non-stop fun every Sunday until February. Let's freaking go.
Well, so good. And Antonio Brown is on no team. Yay!
We can have a whole separate MUT Force on what I think about Antonio Brown. Like, I've never seen a human being implode like a dying star before in an NFL season. Maybe since T.O., but this is feeling worse than T.O. all of a sudden. So I don't know. Antonio Brown, I guess our thoughts are with you. We hope you get some mental help or something. I don't know what to say.
Facts. On to the MUT content. Sorry about that little sidebar there, director.
We got two cards this week for the heavyweights. We didn't do anything about this on the last MUT Force. So let's go over these cards. Starting with D Ford, the ex-Chief, now on the 49ers. This is actually a great card. This is a great card for the 49ers.
This is really nice. So much speed, nice finesse, decent power. Here's the thing, man. Wait till he just gets one more little bump and we can start to get those, edge threat and finesse specialists. Here's the other thing, okay? We know full well that those Niners get very nice interior linemen, right? Buckners and whatnot. Yep. And they got a little dude over on the other end called Nicky Bosa. So, like, your theme team later in the year for the Niners is going to be stacked on the pass rush.
I think that's one big thing.
Speaking of which, director, I was sharing your tweet with everybody in the PC community. I heard a little something about your pass rush. I feel like you should flex that on the show here if you don't mind. Because, like, here I am talking about the Niners pass rush being nice. Show the folks at home what your pass rush looks like for that pesky Chargers team.
Okay. All right. Let's flex over here to the Chargers team. Not the Chargers team, just the team, but a lot of Chargers as far as pass rushers go. So you got your Sean Phillips, your Joey Bosa, your Dwight Freeney. Pretty nice trio of Chargers along with Lawrence Taylor on the outside. But we also got some upgrades on these dudes. I think that the reason I like cards like D Ford is because you're looking at the future as well, right? Joey Bosa at this point has 95 finesse move. Yummy.
That's insane.
Yummy.
That's insane.
You take a look at Dwight Freeney, and this is where I like to flex a little bit because the finesse move on this team is absolutely nuts. 93 finesse move on Dwight Freeney. And then Sean Phillips, the third Charger, coming in with 92 finesse move. So over 90 finesse move for all of these guys.
Yes. Well, the over 90 is impressive, but 95 finesse on Joey Bosa, whose stock is what? He's an 88 when you power him up, right? You've got him
88 when he's powered up. Yes, sir.
So, like, let that sit in for a second. An 88 overall has 95 finesse move. It is inhuman, I tell you. And then you've only gone and got that guy, Lawrence Taylor, whatever his name is. I don't know. He might be the greatest NFL defensive player of all time, but anyway.
Probably. I run a lot of nickels. You're going to have LT, Sean Phillips on the outside with Joey Bosa and Dwight Freeney on the inside. All of that finesse move wrapped into one D-line has generated some really, really nice pressure. And to get back to the D Ford, that's why I like this card. Because the finesse move is really high. When you guys get more upgrades later in the future, you're going to be able to get not only somebody with great finesse move with finesse specialist and edge threat, but has a lot of speed to go along with that.
Director, might you say that they are dripping in finesse?
Yes, there's some finesse drip. Some finesse drip on this episode of MUT Force.
I also, I just think it's really cool. I love how fast he is as well. Then the other card, this is only like your and my favorite lineman, like in the game pretty much.
You know, it's funny, like when Joe Thomas made his exit out of the NFL, I was like, man, you know, I like O-lineman, but Joe Thomas was really the guy. Then Quentin Nelson comes in, year one, just obliterates every defense or absolutely dominates at the position. He's the new Joe Thomas, in my opinion. Boom.
Yeah. He's rad, man. Yeah, he really is, dude. He's really, really awesome. I love it. He's got 99 bulldozer rating on Muthead, by the way. So that's a monster at left guard. And the run is the meta, like it or not at this stage. So, yeah. Bananas!
The stats on this guy are absolutely insane. 92 strength on an 88 overall card. You know, the mid 80s on almost everything else. Pass block, run block, power, finesse. Like, it's a really, really nice card. So I think, honestly, even when we start getting into like the 90s and 95s, I think Quentin Nelson's kind of my guy. I've been rolling with his low 80s card for a long time. Finally got him up to 86. We're going to get his 89 card here really soon because he's just the guy when it comes to the left guard position.
You know what? It gave me this idea. Rookie premieres are great and everything. I would love to see them take a dynamic card for like year 2 breakouts or something like that as well. And because like I was just looking at him going, so many already of the rookie premieres from last year were like, can we get an upgrade on the rookie premiere from last year? You know, like oh my god, from 2 years ago. I guess I should say.
Take a look at the signature series dropped earlier this week, starting with Jason Kelsey, another solid O-lineman.
Yeah, really. What I love about this is an insanely high awareness and the fact that Jason Kelsey gave the best ever Super Bowl parade victory speech in the history of Super Bowl parade victory speeches. So really, really nice, and it's pretty rad. You can actually affordably get him up to an 89 overall if you're just using the power up as well, and he's really, really nasty. I saw that on Kepi's stream. Then nice. So solid card for me on this one. I'll let you take Telvin Smith, mate, because this was a bit of a surprise, right?
Big surprise. He's not playing this year, right? I'm correct in saying that.
He took a year off.
Okay, so the man's taking a year off, but he's still one of the more dominant outside linebackers in a 4-3 scheme that you can get this year. 85 speed, and he's got to have really good zone coverage as well. Play rec at the high 80s. Block shed is okay. This is the guy you want out in coverage. 6'3". You know, as your CPU right outside linebacker. Heck, you could even user this guy with that height and that speed. I like Telvin Smith a lot. I see a lot of 4-3 guys out there rolling out with his 89 power up at this point too. And I think that is the only thing that I'm not like mad about with these signature cards and limited cards that are just so expensive, they're almost impossible to add to the team, is that usually they have, if it's a good card, they have a pretty affordable power up before you need the limited.
Yep, exactly. I completely agree, and I dig that. And don't for a second think that the team in EA haven't thought about that as well and making sure that we can take them up close to and within touching distance of that signature and those stats. I really, really dig it, man. Just imagine if he was still playing, because that Jags defense still looks bloody solid. I don't know if you saw them murder the Mariota on Thursday Night Football. It was huge.
Oh yeah.
9 sacks.
The Jags
Sackability
defense
back, baby.
is still the Jags defense, even without Telvin Smith. So we have to imagine what they're going to be like when he makes his return. Let's take a look at the brand new Randy Moss that dropped in the game this week. This is probably one of the biggest cards to drop of the entire year. Yeah, Bo Jackson is cool. Michael Vick is cool. But Randy Moss is the guy that's going to win you a lot of BS games. Like a lot of games that you shouldn't win are going to be on the back of Randy Moss. And I've already experienced that several times on my squad. Do you have this man powered up to 90?
They're just lobbing it into quadruple coverage and he's mossing them.
I think the biggest, the Moss catch, yes, he does that every now and then, but the biggest catch that he does, at least on my team, is the one where he jumps and like reaches over the back of the defensive back and makes the catch from behind them. And that seems to happen quite a bit with this Randy Moss, probably because of his spec catch rating. Let's take a look on my team here. I'm sure you've got him on your team as well.
I don't yet, actually. I've avoided him, and there's controversy afoot, and we'll show you why. Have a look at his stats here. I want to see. Do you have him to a what's the spec? Yeah, 90. Maybe it's that 90 is like the 90 is the threshold, man. You never know.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, I don't think anybody should go out and grab his 92 overall card for what, like 2, 3, 4 million coins right now. Too expensive. You could buy a whole team for what it costs to get Randy Moss, and it would be a great team. I think this Randy Moss powered up is a must-have in almost everybody's team, especially someone who has him on their theme team, Trumpetmonkey. Good God, get with the times.
91 speed on my Raiders. But here's the thing, Director. Personally, this year, I am enjoying... It's like being back in university. Young Trumpetmonkey is enjoying a little bit of experimentation, my friend. I'm trying out new and exciting things that maybe discovering things that I didn't know about myself, man. You know, I'm trying out like different wide receivers. You know, like yes, I pulled Jerry. Here's my wide receiver core at the end of every MUT. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Amari Cooper, maybe Tim Brown. Like, that's it. Like, it's so boring. I don't want to play 5 MUTs in a row where I have the same wide receiver core. So, yeah, I'm mixing it up this year.
You know, I've talked a lot about how I have rostered Keenan Allen for the longest time. And you know what? Up until yesterday, he had been my wide receiver, too, and he performed really, really good. And it's a lot of fun rolling with Keenan Allen. Not a lot of people see him in MUT anymore. However, the moment I added Randy Moss, I went on a winning streak, like a crazy, crazy winning streak, and I have yet to lose a game with Randy Moss. And I think it comes with, I think I like what you're doing as well. I like the idea of going out with wide receivers and players that you haven't really rostered before just because it wasn't the meta, it's not going to get you wins. But every now and then, I do like to get on MUT and just squash people. and players like Randy Moss just carry that factor with them of they're there for the winners. You know what I mean? So
like I feel you. Unfortunately right now on PC the competition is getting stiff and the meta is very, very real. And look at that. There we go. Okay.
Added him last night. And I mean,
no one was even within touching distance to you there. That's insane.
There's nothing. And it's a combination of the hot route master quarterbacks and really good wide receivers. Because when you see a lot of those mobile quarterbacks, the quarterback's kind of the star. He's getting the first downs. He's taking off. With the hot route master, you can highlight different wide receivers as the big money making players on your team. And Randy Moss, the moment he stepped in my team, man, oh man, he is absolutely dominated.
And speaking of which, then that's a good little tangent into the Redox players here. Then that came out as Randy came out, right?
Yes.
This is all of the limiteds now re-released as Redox players, and we just to quickly. Oh yeah, there we go. To let you know about them. We're not going to necessarily look at them, but Andy Luck, Michael Vick, Bo Jackson, Patrick Willis, Sammy Watkins, Kellen Winslow, Willie Lanier, Ray Guy, Jans. Dan Utterrod, Johnny Randall, Dan Deerdorf, Eddie Jackson, CMC, Chris McCaffrey, Desmond Trufant, Devontae Adams, Cameron Jordan, and the aforementioned epic Phillip Rivers. I was so stoked when that card came out for you, man. And you managed to get him pretty affordably as well.
Yeah, we picked him up for
I'm
400K, and when he gets quick sold, that's only 150K loss. So I still have the limited on my team. I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of him anytime soon until he's like under 100K. Now, one thing before we move on from the Redux cards, I do want to highlight a couple of these cards that you should get, you know, once they become a little more affordable. The first thing I want to mention is that I think that this plan of Redux may have backfired a little bit because everyone thought, oh my god, you know, these cards are going to be re-released, they're going to come down in price. On day one, a lot of these cards did. Let's say a Phillip Rivers, who in my opinion I'm going to highlight, he's one of the must adds for right now. He's one of the few that can get Hot Route Master that's an affordable card. I saw him going for like 250K yesterday. Super affordable. Try out Hot Route Master, see if you like it. A lot of people are going to be shying away from him because of his throw power, but I think if you want a good Hot Route Master quarterback right now, Phillip Rivers or Kurt Warner is the only move.
I agree with you 100. You know I do. I love pocket passing. But right now, the fans out there are looking at either Lamar Vick or Steve Young and Escape Artist and just taking off on you. Yeah, it's you know, which is fine. But I'm with you. Like, some of these got super affordable on the PC market. Woo! We're already feeling the pinch, director. It's like the Great Depression freaking soup and bread queues around the block out there.
I mean, well, some of these guys, yes, like I mentioned, they are affordable now on Xbox. I don't know what the PC landscape is like right now, but other guys that you wouldn't expect, you know, Kellen Winslow, he got a card forever ago. Today, Shannon Sharpe comes out. You're expecting this guy to be, what, 350K at most. You know, he is a 91 overall card. He's still like hovering around 500K, which ticks me off because he's in packs again, which in theory should have dropped his price quite a bit. But even from the limited to now, it's only about 80 to 100K.
Controversial call. Are you ready for it? They're in packs, but are we seeing that many of them? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it backfired because there's just so many.
I think the pattern's gonna go like this, okay? So Series 2 came out, we got all the limiteds from Series 1, but they're very, very, very rare, so their price still stays around the same. Bo Jackson is still a 1,000,000 coin card, even the Redux right now. It's not gonna be until Series 3, like a month, maybe a month or two away, that these cards that we're looking at right now that came out in Series 1 are gonna start becoming more affordable and more poolable because the pack rates, the pack odds are going to change in Series 3 where these 90-91s will be more common to pool. Does that make sense? So I don't think a lot of these cards are going to be affordable until Series 3 later down the road.
Ever.
Maybe
director. Ever.
So that's the thoughts on those. A quick highlight of the ones I think you guys should pick up. Phillip Rivers for Hot Route Master. Desmond Trufant may still be the best cornerback in the game right now. I mean, looking at those stats.
Willie Brown
is really close too. I think Desmond Trufant is definitely right there too. These guys are still going for a lot of coins, so I would suggest maybe using your 89 to 90 power-up pass when the time comes around. Dan Deerdorf is a great right tackle as well. John Randall is definitely a must-add for a lot of guys that have a dominant defensive tackle position. Kellen Winslow is okay. Patrick Willis, Bo Jackson, and pretty much all the MUT 10 guys are a must-add when their prices come down a little bit.
Eventually. But of course, that wasn't the only thing that happened on Friday. Where is MUT Heroes, right? We were expecting it already. We got ourselves the Gauntlet, and with that, is it 4 or 5? 4 or 5, director.
Of the players that we're getting? Well, I just wanted to mention this real quick, okay? MUT Heroes, I think, is still coming, okay? It's coming probably next week. I thought they might be coming out this week because of the late promos and all that kind of stuff. We put together a couple more card arts, just to be clear, just to be quick. Starting with J.J. Watt. That's what we're thinking his card will look like, a 91 overall. The Strength Hero at 94 would be pretty nice. But this is the first big promo we're probably going to see after the Series 2 dropped. And then we also have, obviously, Jalen Ramsey.
Controversial call. Will he still be a Jag? Everyone thinks so now.
I think he's still going to be a Jag. He wants to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. I think this will be definitely the best cornerback in the game once he drops. We're predicting a press of 94 with a man coverage of 93. So you just throw him in man coverage, he will take care of business every single time. Okay? So now with that out of the way.
Two good predictions, director.
MUT Heroes we're feeling are coming out maybe Tuesday, possibly next Friday. My
I
prediction.
feel like it's gonna be Friday. That's my gut.
Maybe Friday.
Next Friday.
But until then, there's a lot to keep us busy in Madden
Yeah.
Ultimate Team with the Series 2 launch this past week. Okay?
Melvin Gordon, director. Top of the morning to you, governor.
It's funny
Melvin
because
Gordon the third.
a lot of
Melvin
people,
Gordon.
and I mean a lot of people, were not super stoked that Melvin Gordon was the master.
Why would you be? The dude isn't even playing this year.
But
He's a
everybody
dirty
knows,
Charger.
me being the hype guy Chargers fan, came to my Twitter and bashed me for it. Like it was
We have a special
my fault.
guest. We have a special guest director who would like to weigh in on the Melvin Gordon card. It's Mutt Dog.
I don't like it at all. It smells like my butthole.
Oh, sorry about that.
Mutt Dog.
PG. We try to keep it PG right here on Mutt Force, okay?
Now-
But, look, bottom line is he gets jukebox, correct?
He gets a
He
lot
gets
of
evasive.
stuff. Even right
Show us,
now. I'm
director.
gonna show. Okay, we're gonna flex one more time here.
You don't have his full one though.
We don't have his full one yet, but
How have
any
you done
Chargers fan
grinding?
can go get this guy right now while they're grinding out head to head.
Good lord.
91 Melvin Gordon, 88 speed, which is okay. Acceleration, everything's okay. But the one thing I've noticed about Melvin Gordon, having used other jukebox guys in the past, something about his jukebox is better, and I found out why.
Yeah.
Even this
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon right here is 93 juke.
Whew.
Even this Melvin Gordon, the 91 overall, has 93 juke on the team. So his jukebox master is better than other jukebox masters. For some reason, I don't know. But all Chargers fans,
Gnarly, bro. Pretty gnarly, bro.
rejoice.
Oh man. I'm
Series
happy
2
for you.
was
Hey,
good to you.
From me to you, director. Passing the love down. Here we go. Passing it down. Passing it down. There you go, buddy. There we go. Take that love heart down. And what did you just do?
Nothing.
You
Nothing. No.
you blew my heart.
Nothing.
No. I tell you what though, I was happy for you. Highly controversial selection of a player that isn't even suited up yet this year. I'm fully expecting him to be back, by the way. Like I'm in the camp of he'll be back before the end of the year.
He will.
But my God, that was controversial. Of all the players out there that you could have gone with,
Now,
Melvin
what I would have
Gordon.
done if I were in EA's shoes, because don't get me wrong, I'm so stoked that Melvin's going to be on the team very soon at a 94 overall. Young.
Yeah.
That's amazing. However, his current state in the NFL of him sitting out really bothers a lot of people that he's representing Madden as a master, because he's not even on the field this year right now. He's yet to take in a snap in the 2019 year. Kind of controversial. So what I think Madden or EA should have done maybe is move Melvin as a master for a later series when he was playing, because he's almost for certain going to be playing week 6 or later. Between week 6 and week 10 is my prediction, is when he's going to start taking the field. That time, you could have put him as a master for a different program. Maybe added him as a MUT Hero in the meantime if you really needed to get him upgraded right now.
if you really needed to get him out there. It was just a really strange selection. We love the team in EA, but I just don't get the thought process behind this one at all.
Yeah.
It was a huge miss for me. But I'm happy for you, bro.
I'm happy that Melvin's got a card, but inside I have to tell you I do agree that it's kind of strange. It's kind of odd.
But point of order. If you were just grinding out solos right now, okay? Let's be honest. Maybe this, but we don't know. Even though we're game changers, all right? And occasionally that's a good thing and a bad thing. We don't 100% know the thought process. But here's this an interesting one, and I'm only thinking of this now. Let's say you are just a solo grinder. You're playing your solo battles. You're not even playing head to head, okay? All right. Eventually, just from grinding, those solo battles, and you get double rewards like weekends, like this last weekend or this weekend we're on right now. You're going to be able to get an edge threat and power specialist pass rusher with trophies. NAT. There's one side of the ball taken care of. A very OP player in Von Miller. And now on the offensive side of the ball, with run being the meta, okay, you're going to be able to get another super OP X Factor ability, which is jukebox or evasive, right? He's going to have evasive.
Evasive, yeah.
So both sides of the ball kind of taken care of for the grinders. If that was their reasoning behind it, then you and I both, we love no money spent. We love the little man. We love the grinder. In that case, because that's us. In that case, I'm all for it. But in terms of the hype train, yeah, this should have been someone else.
However, it should have been
about that.
It should have been Saquon or Alvin Kamara.
But think about this, right? Then you think about all the masters, right? You've got Pat Tillman, and most people should be able to organically, without playing head-to-head, get Pat Tillman up to a 95 overall. So your secondary has a crazy good X-Factor player. Your pass rush has a crazy good X-Factor player. Your running back has a crazy good X-Factor player. You've got a decent quarterback in the mini-master Baker Mayfield. And then your wide receiver core has Torrey Holt. So there is a bit of balance there. And I get it. I just think it could have been a different halfback. What about Saquon?
Yeah, Saquon or Alvin Kamara, I think, should have been the nod for this program. More for me, though. More for Chargers fans.
I'm happy for you, bro. The moment I saw you, and then let's have a look at the other gauntlet cards, right? The moment I saw this, and start with Derwin James. And Derwin James, I messaged you going, bro! And I was sick this week. I'm still a bit ropey. You can probably hear it. I was like, dude, Charger love! What a Friday for you, you dirty Kiwi Charger. Bloody hell, mate. Derwin James. And what's he? Oh, look at this! Look at this!
This is a nasty card of my team. So I'm going to tell you how I run my defense. I run a lot of nickel so I can user Pat Tillman because he's got the best interception animations in the game by far, enforcer, all the above. Derwin James is the man holding down the fort deep. He's the man that is in charge of making sure breakoff touchdowns do not occur, and he is very, 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 very good at it. On the Chargers team, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 88 play rec with 90 hit power. He's going to get the job done.
And you haven't even got Sprinter on him. Like eventually...
You can't get Sprinter on these cards.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Wow. Controversial. That is really nice. Are you not going to user him and leave Tillman back there now? Come on.
No, because you can't get Lurker, and Lurker was a very expensive ability for Tillman. So we're going to keep usering Tillman and let Derwin do his thing out deep. But I do have two strong safeties on the field almost at all times now.
I got to tell you, this was like such a nice card to see. The only thing I didn't like was I think his coverage stats should be a little higher. Personally.
They should be much higher. I think his man coverage should still be higher than his zone coverage, but they should be in like the higher 80s, maybe like 86, like 87.
You get him up to 90?
Yeah.
What would you have taken? Maybe like a play rec hit?
Maybe a play rec hit a little bit. The hit power maybe a little bit. Just take a little bit here and there to make sure that the man and zone coverage can get up to 90 with chem.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, I've got some of the better man, and the chemistry's for a Charger player, and he's still only 84 on both.
I got to tell you, though, like we're about to look at them, I think they hit it out of the park with these gauntlet cards. These gauntlet items are awesome. All right, so I was happy for you with Derwin.
I think Derwin is as good as he is the second best card in this promo. He's if you guys need a strong safety, or if you're adamant like me and that you want to user Pat Tillman because he's got Lurker, then I think Derwin James is the move. Make sure he's out there deep all the time. If not, there's a couple of crazy good cards on here to add to your team if you're good at strong safety position.
Count us down. So save your best till last, then, director. I want to see. So who's the next? So Derwin's, you have to get Derwin. You're impartial. Derwin for me is probably the one or two out of this. So count us down then. Who else you taking?
Okay, so Derwin was my first pick for me. For most people, I think the move definitely has to be Devin White. Devin White, dude, this card is out of this world amazing. 88 speed, rivaling that of the Ryan Shazier everybody's got, with 89 hit power and 71 zone. This is, and 90 tackle on top of it. Like, this is a crazy good middle linebacker. Like, he's probably better than Deion Jones. Is what he does. Like, this is a really so what I'm saying is, if you've got Ryan Shazier already and you're looking for your CPU middle linebacker, I would definitely look at Devin White. If you don't have Ryan Shazier and you're using, whoever, and you don't have that user god, get Devin White. I think this is the must-have card of this promo.
Man, he's good. He's awesome. Controversy abounds, though. I'll tell you later. All right, who you like then next?
After that, I think the must-add has got to be Juju Smith-Schuster.
Meow.
This card is pretty nice, 87 speed. The big reason I love this card is that he's so close to all these thresholds in the jump, catch in traffic, and spec catch.
Yeah.
Like, if you get a couple of chemistries on this guy, he's like the best slot receiver in the game by far. And you can run him outside as well. The route running is a little suspect, but I think for what you're getting in this card, he's very, very good.
So, controversy, this was my selection. I took Juju. Yeah, man, he's my slot receiver. Torrey Holt, Jerry Rice powered all the way up. And Juju Smith-Schuster. And, yeah, I have, like, so far, I mean, I've just been running the ball a lot. He does great run blocking as well. But, yeah, he's been pretty solid in the solos and whatnot as well. Hasn't let me down. But I tell you what, man, I took him. But it's important to mention, guys, there is an exchange set that is super easy to use, so you can change these gauntlets whenever you want. You can just swap them out. So don't feel like if you made a bad choice if you took one. You can address a position of need today, and then go back and get a position of need another day.
Good point.
Who you got next then? Don't tell me poor Ed Oliver is last.
No, Ed Oliver is next. Leonard Fournette will explain why he's last here in a minute. Ed Oliver is pretty dang good. 78 speed on a defensive tackle is very nice. 86 strength, 84 excel, 87 tackle is all really nice. The one reason I'm not huge on this card is because the block shed, power move, finesse move is all pretty low. But he's a big body that's a fast body in the middle of the field. And an 89 overall defensive tackle at a position where you really don't care who's there as long as they're good or even okay with a high overall. I think he's the move.
Open him up. Show me how fast he is. Let's see how heavy he is. What weight has he got there? 287. He's more of a D end, isn't he? Yeah. That's interesting. That's he's more of a defensive end. That's interesting. I got to tell you, I didn't mind that one as well, and I thought that but prove us wrong in the chat, guys. The most useless card from this promo, definitely Leonard Fournette, considering Melvin Gordon is right there for you. Most people are going to have Melvin Gordon come Monday night after double rewards from solo battles.
Probably.
And playing.
Can I go off on a tangent here real quick?
Do it.
Solo battles bothered me this week. Not because the rewards are bad, not because of any of that, but because I got DC'd 3 times this week. And it just feels like, you know, every single time I've done solo battles this year, this is my third time trying it, I've gotten at least 3 desyncs, which meant that we couldn't get the maximum rewards. So I kind of stay away from them right now, but you guys let me know what your rate is like in the comments below. Like, are you guys getting as disconnected as I am? I've posted about it on Twitter. I'm hoping we can get the attention of EA a little bit so they can maybe come up to it with a solution that's a little bit better than this. I think the technology is there. Like you see in regs, or you see in franchise, that if you exit out and come back in, they'll usually say, hey, you left a game going, do you want to continue it? You should be able to do that in solo battle, so people can't go in and like do it over and over and over to get the best possible result. If they get booted out, let them go back into where they left off.
The continuation, I think, is like a good one. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I don't know like what the solution is, man. I know probably you're going to get trolled and get told to call your ISP. So Leonard sucks to hear, bro.
Leonard Fournette, I think, is a good card. I think he's a good card. If you want Leonard Fournette as your running back, I don't blame you, because he's got the 88 speed, which is great, the 92 carrying, which I think is going to come into play, and the 90 trucking. The problem is Leonard Fournette is pretty much Bo Jackson, but a little bit worse, and you can get Bo Jackson via training today for not a lot of coin. So I'm thinking he's probably like, I don't think you can go wrong with really any of these guys. But if I were prioritizing, I would definitely say Devin White, Derwin James, Juju, Ed, and then Leonard Fournette.
Yeah. What's good about each of them is, like, they're all solid. Does that make sense? Like, so with Juju, you can set and forget. With Ed Oliver, just for the overall bump at your defensive tackle too, you can set and forget. With Derwin, you can set and forget. Like with Devin White, you can set and forget. And if you absolutely had to use somebody on a budget, a power back with like Bruiser, Leonard Fournette's your boy.
I wonder if he can get... Technically, you're supposed to be a 90 overall, but we've seen a lot of cards get Bruiser without being 90 overall, so let us know in the comments if you have him and you can get Bruiser.
These guys can get the tier 2 X Factors. That I can confirm, so he should have it.
Okay. All right. So Leonard Fournette, not again. All these cards are good. Let us know in the comments who you guys are rolling out with. I can tell you from experience, Derwin is very, very solid, but Devin White seems like next level.
Yeah, Devin White's the popular one. There we go. We had a couple of veterans there. Bustus Grind. I like the speed. That's all I have to say. I think he played for the Browns, the Jets, and the Bears. Duck Bears.
I think the Steelers too at one point. I don't remember. Maybe. AP. The only thing I have to say about AP is nice. 85 speed is nice. However, AP is still the best Saints running back in the game. Shouldn't be that way.
Controversial, but true. And those are your veterans. I don't mind the veterans. I mean, they're getting better. Can we get a bump up to 88 though, please?
They need to be like just underneath the flashbacks. This is still too far, but this is still launch ratings, and that's why they keep getting swept underneath the rug.
I don't understand, Director. I don't understand.
Let's take a look at the legends from this weekend.
Yes.
I think there was one really good one. I actually haven't really taken a look at Kevin Green yet. Kevin Green.
Kev Green is fast again. Remember, like Teddy Hendricks, they made fast as well. So he's going to suffer in other areas. Like 80 block shed on Kev Green is a little bit disrespectful. However, Kev Green is a monster.
He's a baby Bosa.
Panthers, Steelers, and Niners, I think.
Yeah. Titans.
Yeah. Titans, sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah. Really, really, really nice. And he's just a legend, man. Like, he's just such a legend of the game. If you haven't seen his Football Life episode, go and watch it. This is a nice item right here. I mean, like, he's gonna get edge threat, right?
He will get edge threat. He'll get finesse specialist. He'll get a lot. Like, I think he's better than Vaughn, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty much there with you, man. I'm gonna keep Vaughn because Vaughn was, air quotes, free, a laser. Okay, but I'm gonna keep Vaughn. Except I agree, man. If I could get my hands on Kev Green for free, then I would.
You take a look at this guy. 83 speed is fantastic.
It's awesome.
I don't know what it is. Block shedding has never really been like a huge stat for me. As long as the power and finesse move are respectable, they always seem to come free.
Yeah.
I like this Kevin Green card. I should have looked at it a little bit earlier.
Controversial call. He could even be better than Khalil Mack. Holy sh! Oh my God!
He might be. He might be better than Khalil. Now that you're looking at it, he's got his stats where it counts, dude.
Price check aisle 5, Kevin Green, please, Director.
Price check on Kevin Green. Why aren't you clicking it? I need to see his price. Go and click on him. We can do a live look.
He's got to be over 500, right? Oh my God.
Kevin Green is only 280K, and he's better than Vaughn and better than Mac.
You guys need to add this. I mean, if you're like a 3-4 guy and you're lacking at the outside linebacker, you got to get this dude.
Director, PC price check, live look, please. PC. Click on prices. Up. You gotta go up. Live look. Enter the prices. Is Monkey about to pause the episode? Refresh. PC. Refresh. Can Monkey get?
Oh, that's still even better. Hold up. Update it. Let's get a live look. This is live television, ladies and gentlemen.
430.
436. That is insane.
This is a nice card, dudes. Like, I don't normally pay attention to Kevin Green because he's normally one of those meh legends in the game. But this is a pretty nice card. Card.
That's so funny that we just both came to that realization right now. Like, well, in fairness, man, like we've had a busy week. We're a day late and $1 short with our episode, okay? But that's because Monkey was sick. That's got nothing to do with poor director. He's waiting there like, Monkey, can we film the episode, you butthole? But this Kev Green is better than Khalil Mack and Von Miller?
Possibly. It's yet to determine if he's got the Mutt Force factor, which we can confirm Vaughn and Khalil do have. But his stats on paper, Trumpetmonkey, he looks like the move. And he's at a much cheaper cost, too.
436. That's crazy. On Xbox and on console, he's like under 300. That's nuts, man.
Take a look at the best tight end in the game of Madden.
Shazza. Yeah, best tight end in the game, hands down. Because like powered up, he's got 85 speed. If you put him on Ravens or Broncos, he's got 86, right? And if you put what brawler on him, and you max that out.
I saw one of my
88.
buddies in the
88
clan
speed?
show off their fully powered up, fully decked out Ravens themed team Shannon Sharpe, who clocked in at
Ouch.
88 speed.
88 speed.
That is absolutely insane.
This is my 88 speed Shannon Sharpe face.
That's faster than a lot of people's entire wide receiver core. Like, that is really, really nuts. Now,
It is. What's Keenan Allen's max speed, director?
on my Chargers theme team, he was 82. 82 speed.
Shannon Sharpe has 6 higher speed than Keenan Allen.
Shannon Sharpe's going to win you games. The one thing I love about my tight end situation right now is with the hot route master, you can throw them in crossers. If you've got a fast dudes in the tight end position, a lot of people don't see that coming. A crosser from the tight end. Shannon Sharpe's going to do that better than any other tight end in the game.
Can we just have a look at his other? Is one of the card arts him in a parachute? Because one of the in-game images is. One of the in-game images is him in a parachute. No, okay. But have a look at it in the game. The loading screen in game is Shannon Sharpe in a parachute, like landing in a parachute, and I was like, oh my god, that's the greatest thing ever. 2 really good legends, then. Holy crap!
Yeah, Shannon Sharpe is great. So my message to you, the Madden community: if you've got a Kellen Winslow and you're not a Chargers fan, sell him for the appropriate 250,000 coins, so I may go buy him, and go pick up Shannon Sharpe. And we'll do a live look at Shannon Sharpe's price, too, because he's got to be pretty expensive. He's the fastest tight end in the game right now. 325? Really?
Live look in. PC price check, please. Live look in, because he's not that hype. In the weekend where Moss gets dropped, refresh on that. That's pretty pricey. Refresh on that, though. But in the weekend that Moss gets dropped, look at Monkey just whelp on my PC prices. He's half the price on console, you lucky buggers. But I still love PC. I'm not trading it for anything. So on the weekend that Moss gets dropped, yeah, good lord, these guys end up going for a bargain basement price.
If I didn't already have all the tight ends I would ever want, I would have Shannon on my team right now. Like, he's gonna win games. So I don't know. And he seems so affordable right now that I think everybody should have him.
I agree. And everybody should have Kev Green. If you can get edge threat, oh my god. If you can get edge threat, yeah, and finesse specialist coming off, oh my goodness. That's amazing. So the couple of really good legends. You can power up Moss, and he's an animal. What are we looking at here?
Go ahead and continue. Go ahead and this is my predictions for the MUT Heroes because I think they're coming out next week.
Yeah, look at Antonio Brown, man.
Now these were updated since the day that I put the list together, so there's probably cards in here that have already been updated.
I can see.
There's probably cards in here that were thrown into mental institutions that shouldn't be on here.
Yep, facts. I mean, Julio was a good prediction. I feel like it could be David Johnson now for Arizona, or Larry Fitzgerald.
Patrick Peterson's kind of been the staple of that. So if you guys are listening on the podcast, I pulled up the list of all of the cards that I wanted to do custom card art for, but schedule and all that stuff. We did a big majority of them, so you can go check that out on Twitter. For everybody else, I wanted to kind of go over what my predictions are for MUT Heroes because I think it's coming very soon, and I think this is going to be the first promo that really matters in Madden 20. You can say what you want about Kickoff, you can say what you want about Superstars. I think Superstars is really good, but MUT Heroes is usually like the very first huge promo for the game where everybody's teams get instantly better because the market goes down quite a bit for everything not MUT Heroes, and then a couple MUT Heroes are usually obtainable for no money spent guys as well. So I think it's important to kind of go over these, just go over a couple of the predictions here and show you guys. I'll just list who I think is coming. Again, this list was created like 3 weeks ago when we first started thinking about MUT Heroes. So a lot of them probably aren't updated yet.
Who's coming, director? Who?
So I think for the Cardinals, Arizona, I think we're going to get Pat Pete.
Pat Pete, okay.
With the man coverage. For Atlanta, I thought it was Julio, but he got the team of the week. So I think they're going to shift gears and give it to Deion Jones.
Ooh.
I think Deion will be pretty good. I think Baltimore, we need a new Earl Thomas card.
Okay.
With decent speed.
Shaq Lawson. It's probably going to be a DB, man.
It might be a DB. It might be, what's his name, White for Buffalo. But when I was going through this, I realized I had a lot of cornerbacks in here already. So I was like, who else could I put in for Buffalo? But if it's not Tre'Davious White, I think it'd be Shaq Lawson. Carolina, I think it's going to be Cam Newton. I think it's going to be like an 89.
Kuechly, maybe?
Maybe Kuechly, but he already got a superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably can.
For the Bears, I thought it was going to be Khalil Mack, and we just got him as the kickoff master, so I think he's going to be Kyle Fuller.
Fuller? Okay.
I think Cincinnati's going to be Joe Mixon. I think that's going to be a low-key, really good card. It is every single year. Cleveland, I think, is going to be Denzel Ward, who's going to be the best corner in the game.
Controversial. Baker Mayfield fans at the gates.
He may get one for a team of the week sooner or later, but I think Denzel Ward deserves a nod. Leighton Vander Esch, who just got one for the kickoff promo. He may still get one because it's a separate dimension, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And he needs to be in the game at a higher overall soon because we're very there's not a lot of outside linebackers for 4-3. I got Chris Harris for Denver. I think Nick Chubb was there originally.
Okay.
For Detroit, we got Trey Flowers. I think it's okay. I was going to be Slay, but I think we updated him as well. Green Bay was Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to be Devontae Adams either because he also got a card. Who do you think we're getting for Green Bay?
Oh my God. Like, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Haha's not there anymore.
Oh, he isn't in it. Shoot. Is it Collins that's there now? Who's their safety now?
I can't remember. Amos. Probably Amos. It's Amos now, right?
Mm-hmm. Adrian Amos. That's who we think is coming for Green Bay. Houston's definitely J.J. Watt.
You feeling it?
It's got to be J.J. Watt.
Darius Leonard got the dynamic, didn't he?
I think he did.
Injured.
Who do you think we get for Indianapolis then?
Oh, T.Y. Probably T.Y. It might just be like a Diamonds upgrade. Yeah.
For Jacksonville, definitely Jalen Ramsey.
Feeling it.
Who again could be the best corner in the game.
Kelsey got a signature since you made this list, though.
Mm-hmm. So who's coming out for MUT Heroes for Kansas City?
Tyrann Mathieu?
It's probably going to be Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill? Yeah.
Probably going to be Tyreek.
Typing it live edit. Derwin James. Oh, who you got then?
If it's not Derwin James and it's not Melvin Ingram or Melvin Gordon, it'll probably...
Keenan Allen?
Is it going to be Keenan again? No, I'm going to go...
Hunter Henry's injured, and that's not how you spell Henry.
I'm going to go Hunter Henry.
Spell check.
Either no, not Hunter Henry. Not Hunter Henry. Let's go...
An inside look at the mind of a maniac genius here.
Let's go Casey Hayward.
Facts. Let's go.
Let's go Casey Hayward. I think he could... If not him, maybe Denzel Perryman. Maybe.
Perryman?
Maybe Perryman.
Absurdity.
The Rams, I've got Aaron Donald, who will probably be the highest overall for this promo. He'll probably be like a 93.
I feel it. Is Xavier Howard in Miami still?
For Miami, Xavier Howard is still in Miami. It was Minka Fitzpatrick who got traded.
Grant. Sleeper pick, Jakeem Grant, Danny Amendola. All right, Minnesota.
Minnesota, we got Adam Thielen.
Ooh.
Maybe Xavier Rhodes. Maybe.
How you not going Tom Brady? How you not going Tom Brady for New England?
For New England.
He is their hero. He's been their hero for 2 decades.
It's got to be Brady now. I think my thought process behind this was that Brady was going to come out with kickoff.
Yeah, good call.
And if not Devin McCourty, he's a very good free safety, which we need more of in the game.
Now, Ramczyk, it could still be him, even though he got the dynamic.
It could be him, but I'm going to shift gears.
It has to be Kamara.
Dalvin Kamara.
All right,
Well, I think it's going to be a decent card. New York Giants, I think this is a lock.
If it's not Saquon, we riot. If they come out with a Daniel Jones, we riot.
CJ
Mosley already... Well, CJ Mosley got that team of the week, though, for the Jets. Do we see a Quinnen Williams? Oh, my God. Who else could it be, really? Or Le'Veon Bell?
It's got to be Lev.
It's got to be.
It's got to be Lev.
The Raiders is so tough, man.
The Raiders is not Antonio Brown anymore.
It can't be. Let's go like massively controversial here. But then you gotta have an O lineman in there. So I'm either going like Trent Brown, okay, Trent Brown, Rodney Hudson already got an upgrade. Trent Brown or Richie Incognito.
Incognito.
Could be, man. They gave him a 78 straight out the gates, and he hadn't played in 2 years or something.
Interesting. If I
Fletcher
wanted
Cox.
one Raider, who would I want?
Richie, if you get a power up at last as well, Richie'd get the Miami and the Buffalo Bills chems as well. That'd
That's
be
true.
a crowd pleaser.
That's true.
Pleaser. Trent Brown would be pretty phenomenal. He's been playing well as well. Fletcher Cox. Ooh, no Ginger Messiah.
I think Fletcher Cox has
Ooh.
got to be the move. Fletcher Cox, for some reason, even his base
This
elite
is fun.
still plays
This
so
is
good. I was
fun.
playing some, what was it, draft champions the other day with Fletcher Cox, and he is just an animal.
He is an animal. I hope people at home are playing along as well and like getting fired up.
No, it's got to be the Ginger Messiah. I'm getting me pitchfork.
Maybe.
Lol.
He's got to get a card sooner or later, and it could be with MUT Heroes. He's been playing great, but I think he's going to get a Team of the Week sooner or later as well.
OJ Howard. Oh, this list did not last very well.
It did
It's
not.
gotta
It did
be-
not. Let's go Pittsburgh, David DeCastro.
Oh, sorry. De Castro. That's not terrible.
I think DeCastro could get the nod there. San Francisco,
I'll use
Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh, come on, man.
Or
It's got to be Kittle. It's got to be Kittle. It has
George
to be.
Kittle. George Kittle did get the Theme Kings as well, but that is a
Why is Earl
possibility.
Thomas? What is wrong? When did you make? Were you drunk when you made this list? What is Earl Thomas doing on the Seahawks?
I probably was drunk when we were making this list. For Seattle,
Dangerous all day, baby.
He also got
I think some of these
the
Theme
Theme
Kings-
Kings.
Yeah, but some of those Theme Kings are going to get an upgrade. That's what I'm feeling, bro. Who? Carlson got the dynamic. DK Metcalf. Gotta be a crowd pleaser.
That would
That'd
be a crowd pleaser.
Okay, so who we got for Tampa Bay, man?
Tampa Bay's not going to be OJ anymore because he's been phased out.
B, man. Who could it be, bro?
I like-
mean, Mike Evans. Yeah? Godwin? Over Evans?
Godwin or Evans.
Okay.
If Godwin keeps it up, he's not going to need a MUT Heroes
We're not
card
going
because he's
James,
going to
though.
just
We're not
get Team of the
going
Weeks every freaking week.
Yeah. We're not going Jameis, though, right?
Jameis, don't go Jameis. Don't go Jameis. Tennessee, we got Kevin Byard. We need more free safeties. If it's not Kevin Byard, it'll
Trent
probably
Williams for
be.
Washington.
It'll probably be
It's not going to be Mariota.
Mario
Derrick Henry?
or Henry.
Triple option. Just like a Titans play. And then Trent Williams to Washington. Controversial, man. Case Keenum's been playing well. Ooh, Darius Geis is hurt again.
Yeah,
They just brought out an AP. Who you got over there?
I think
man?
it's got to be
Seriously?
Trent. He's one of the better left tackles in the game. He hasn't gotten any upgrades. He's holding out as
playing with
well.
But it doesn't matter because they just brought out a Melvin Gordon. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Great list, man. I love that. Was fun, man. I hope everyone's playing along at home.
That's what we're thinking
gonna-
for the MUT Heroes. We're thinking Tuesday or Friday next week is when they'll possibly drop. They could wait another week and get closer to October until these come out because they could technically call
God.
Series 2 a promo, which I don't think it is. I think it's more of just an update. I think we're overdue for a really good promo in the game of Madden Ultimate Team, and I think MUT Heroes is definitely going to help a lot of people come back into MUT if you decide to shear away for a while.
Interesting.
Good?
I love it. I
Good.
love it, director. Controversial picks. Oh, look, all over the place. We got no other cards to talk about. That's it.
That's it. Now, if you guys want to see, there's a lot of those cards got nods. For custom card art on Twitter, you can check out me and Trumpetmonkey on Twitter at Kiwi_filmmaker or at Estonian_Raider to check those out. And that is all we have for this week's episode of MUT Force, MUT Force.
MUT Force.
MUT Force, MUT Force, as Hunter Henry would say.
That's it.
And we have a lot of cool stuff coming up, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in this week's episode. It's been epic. If you guys would do us the courtesy, if you enjoyed the episode, to hit us up with a like and sub to help us battle the YouTube analytics to get us noticed and to keep MUT Force alive, that would be awesome. Trumpetmonkey, Thank you so much for joining us.
But you're being very Fox News alarmist there. MUT Force is very much alive and well. I want the people at home to know that, Director, to help us grow even further.
That would be incredible. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in this episode of MUT Force. It's been the Director and the Trumpet Monkey. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay frosty.
Stay frosty!
Last chance, fourth and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. Mutt Master, YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. Mutt Madden, Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain.